Hello there, channel members, friends, and followers from around the world. This is Q8 Pilot, your host for tonight's show. And ladies and gentlemen, today I have the utmost pleasure of flying one of the best free mods, if not the best free mod for any flight sim platform, the Zibo Boeing 737. And we are going to be doing so aboard this FlyDubai Flight 132 service from Muscat International Airport to Dubai International in the United Arab Emirates. But before we begin, I'd like to welcome all of you guys to this live stream. Osama Mohammed, Ro Page, welcome aboard. Miranda, Stan, hello, my friend, welcome aboard. And thank you for your continued support. Ferdinand Froster from Thailand, welcome aboard. Bill Barrett, hello, my friend, welcome aboard. And we have also today J.D. Brown, welcome aboard, my friend. San Pedro Transport Incorporated, welcome. Steve 1927, welcome aboard, my friend. Charles, hello, Charles Collin. How are you doing? Funny how I can run MSFS at 30, 40 FPS with airliners, but getting 15 FPS on. Oh, that's terrible. All right, we'll talk a little about that. Mike, hello, Mike. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us. And we have Vivi Bim. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you. HD Simulations. Thank you very much for your comment there. Good evening to you, Cam Davis. Welcome, my friend. And we have Bylyle. Welcome aboard. And we also have with us German. German, good evening to you, my friend. I had all my cards stolen, unfortunately. Oh, sorry about that. That's terrible. I've had that happen to me once. I'll tell you about the story once we are airborne. And we have Celso Rins. Welcome aboard. David, welcome. John, hello, John. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you guys. We have you with us from Canada. Welcome aboard. All right. So, very quickly, guys, I have changed things a little bit for our alerts as well as our end screen. And, of course, now the chat commands have also changed. So I've combined ARR with DEP to iScenery, which will now give you both the departure and arrival airports. And both the scenery that we're flying to from today is from Thai Models. And Thai Models has been creating excellent scenery for X-Plane 12 as well as Microsoft Flight Simulator. But today we get to enjoy this beautiful rendition of Muscat International, formerly known as Seeb International Airport in Oman, state of Oman. Beautiful country, lovely people, very friendly people in Oman. If you were ever in the region, you have got to visit Oman. And this rendition of the airport is just really phenomenal. Very, very detailed scenery. I like it a lot. And I love the fact that we can fly in the Zibo again, which is the best freeware mod, I think, for flight sim, hands down. All right, so what we're going to be doing is we are Jack. Hello, Jack. Welcome aboard. NM Flyer, welcome aboard. Niels, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And we have also Steamer Papa Ron. Hello, my friend. Thank you very much for your comment there. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Kai? Is it Kai? Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. All right. So hopping into the cockpit, you will see that this now looks very familiar. This is the nice cockpit of the Zibo that we're accustomed to. I really, truly can't believe this is actually freeware. This is just superb in terms of quality of everything, textures, sounds, fidelity of the depth of system simulation. Everything is just spot on. All right, first thing we're going to do, we're going to turn on the battery. And we are going to bring ground power to the aircraft. We're going to set up the load and balance, and then we'll figure out the overhead panel. So let's come down here and let's go to the first. Let's make sure that we have the correct configuration. So if we go to general config, yep, we need kilograms, HPA. Everything here is looking good. All right, excellent. Let's go to the fuel and balance. We're going to go to the payload. And let's see here. From the payload, we're going to select this from our friendly Volanta app. We're going to go to the weights, and the payload is 17.8. That's 17,800. So we're just going to put the total 17.8 and enter. And as you can see, we have a full load today of passengers, and we have some cargo. We're going to go back and we're going to select our fuel. The fuel for the trip is going to be, let's see here, 6.1. That's 6,100. So 6.1 for the fuel. And it looks like we're going to need to, so required is 6,100 kilograms. And the actual is 3,400, so we need to call the truck here to fill the aircraft with fuel. All right, so if we actually take a look at the outside, I think there is a fuel truck. There you go. You see the fuel truck is now connected to the aircraft, and we're getting refueled. If we go to the payload here, you'll see that, you see this here. Again, very, very detailed simulation of the Boeing 737. HC Crewfish, welcome. MC Crewfish, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Thank you for your continued support. Mance, welcome aboard, my friend. And we have also Nikos, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you. Adam 1740, welcome aboard. New Zibo update, yeah. So everything here is good. We are going to start with the cockpit preparation, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to come down here and we're going to test the APU fire test here. So we make sure everything is okay before we actually start the APU, and we're going to come down here. All right, everything is good here. We'll worry about the TCAS later. We're going to come over here and we'll test the lights. All right, everything checks okay. Excellent. All right, everything's good here as well. Let's cancel the master caution, and we're going to go to the overhead panel. And let's see here at Mach warning speed test 1 and 2. Stall warning 1 and 2. Those kind of take time before they actually come online. And we're going to test the LE devices. They all check okay. We're going to set the this one to position, and we are going to set the alignment to, or the ADIRS to nav mode. 6 minutes until alignment, and we're going to come down here, and we can leave the yaw dampers for the time being. Coming down here, we're going to turn on the left aft fuel pump for the APU. Then we're going to come up here. Everything looks good here. Everything looks good here. Excellent. Overhead panel here. Emergency lights are now armed. Non-smoking signs are turned on. We're going to wait for the fasten seatbelt signs as we are still refueling. And we're going to turn on the window heat and turn on the hydraulics. We're going to test. This one is the only thing probably that is not the cockpit voice recorder test is not is ENOP. Everything else here is looking good, and we're going to come over here for the air conditioning panel. Trim air is on. The research fans are on. We're going to put the pack on auto. The APU bleed is off. The engine bleeds actually should be off as well. And let's figure out what's our current altitude for the flight. So we're going to go back to the operational flight plan, and we are going to... do they smoke on the planes in the Middle East? No. Smoking is prohibited by international law. The International Aviation Law, it prohibits smoking. So you cannot smoke, really. All right, so...
deck fuel is all loaded up, and you are good to go.
All right, thank you very much. We are all loaded up, so actually we can come here and turn on the fasten seatbelt sign now. Excellent. All right, so we're going to go to the operational flight plan. Our final cruise altitude today is 36,000 feet, which is a bit excessive for this flight, but that's all right. 36,000 we're going to set here. 36,000 feet is now set. And we're going to make sure the position light is on steady. And we're going to set the altitude here to 36,000 feet while we're at it. All right. 36,000 is set. All right. We're good to start programming the FMC, but we're going to let our cabin crew bring the passengers now to the aircraft. That fueling is complete. So we're going to go to the ground services. Let's see, we don't need anything from here, so we're going to come and say start the flight leg. All right. Perfect. Let's go to the FMC now and start programming our flight. FMC and position in it. We are currently at Oscar Mike Sierra, which is Muscat International. And we're going to go to the next page, grab our current GPS position, and you can barely reach 300. That's what I thought. Yeah, short flight for flight level 360. Yeah. So let's change this, guys. I think the maximum we can is probably to flight level 250. So I'm going to leave it at 250. And we are going to change this here as well to flight level 250. You guys are absolutely correct. So very short flight. So we're going to put this at 250. All right, perfect. Let's grab the GPS position. We're going to come back, set the IRS here, and we should have alignment. All right, so the passengers are on board. Let's go to the route, and we're going to select the origin, which is Oscar Mike Sierra to Oscar Mike Delta Bravo. Flight number today is FlyDubai 132, FDB 132, as you can see here. So we're going to enter that FDB 132. All right, that is done, and then we're going to go to the departures. Today we are going to be departing, let's see here, runway 08 left. We're going to fly direct to Mike Charlie Tango. Hey, Officer R is with us. Welcome aboard, my friend. All right, so FDB 132, we are departing runway 08 left today. And then we're going to go to the route. We're going to go to the next page. We're going to fly Mike Charlie Tango, was it? Yeah, Mike Charlie Tango. Mike Charlie Tango. Mike Charlie Tango. And then we are, it's this first one here. And then we're flying to Tango 508 airway. And we're going to exit this airway at Sulud. Sulud. All right, excellent. Sulud is done. And then we're going to go to Papa 574 and exit at Impid. Papa 574 and exit at Impid. Impid. All right. And then it's the Impid 3 Echo into 12 right at Dubai. Impid 3 Echo. So we're going to go to the arrivals again here. Impid 3, let's see here. Impid 3 Echo. And ILS 12 left, no, 12 right. So the ILS 12 left, is it the RERIC transition? We can find out from our flight plan. We're just going to scroll down here, and it is indeed the RERIC transition. Route, activate, and execute. And now we have our route selected. That's a funny departure because that's the beginning of runway 08 left. So we're going to go this way, and we're going to come this way. I'm not sure. We'll check it out in a minute. All right. So everything's good with our route. Let's go to the performance initialization. A little bit too bright there. Let's see if we can reduce the brightness. Yeah, that's much better. All right, so we're going to click on zero fuel. That will set it up. Actually, can go up to flight level 270, but that's okay. And let's check our reserves. So the reserves is the alternate plus the final reserve. And what is the cruise speed for today? I'm not sure. We'll check it out in a minute. Let's see here. Final reserve, so 1.4, 2.4, let's say 1.5, so 2.5. Okay, 2.5 for the reserve fuel. The cost index today is 67. Right, 67, and the final cruise altitude is 250. Excellent. And the cruise wind is 262.69, 262.69. Standard, or the ESA deviation is 11. All right, transition altitude is already set, 13,000 feet here in the state of Oman, or the Sultanate of Oman. All right, and then we're going to go to the N1 limit. We can derate our takeoff. It's already derated here. I think that's sufficient. And we can go to takeoff. We're going to select flaps 5 for departure. Set our trim 4.75 and V1 V rotate and V2 137, 139, 148. So we're going to set 148. Excellent. 148 is set. Runway heading is 078. Right, 078 is set. Okay. Excellent. And flight directors are on both sides. Auto brake to rejected takeoff. And we are good. Excellent. All right, we are pretty much ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn on our anti-collision lights. And once we do that, we'll see that the jetway is moving away. And I do have the SAM plugin installed. Very, very nice. The scenery is fully compatible with the... All right, let's go ahead and start the APU real quick. And we'll be on our way. Everything else here is set up, really. Let's go ahead and test the TCAS. All right, thank you very much.
Descend now. Descend now. Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor
We have the DVC 111 and we are ready for push.
All right, so the TCAS test is complete, and we are ready to start. We can go turn on the APU bleed, and we're going to turn on the fuel pumps, and we're now ready to go. X-plane is definitely looking very good. Absolutely. Good evening, Tommy. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. All right. So, we have everything here ready, and we can now start the... we're going to go ahead and do the passenger announcement. Welcome from the captain.
Good morning, folks from the flight deck. Get your captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So, we're planning on a smooth ride. Get you there as soon as we can, and as safe as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome over.
All right, there is the captain announcement to the passengers, and we are ready to push back now out of our position. We can come down here and go back, select ground services, and better pushback. We're going to say request pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Excellent. So now we're going to just turn this here so you guys can see again what I'm doing, and we're going to position the aircraft here.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right, and the tow is coming up now, and we're going to come down here, set our TCAS to TARA. All right, excellent. And we are ready to go. Right, very quickly, let's bring up Navigraph. And so we're going to remove this, go to Navigraph, and we're going to unload the previous flight plan, import from SimBrief, and let's see here. All right, that's our flight plan. And what I need is the, let me hide this here real quick and bring this here to the center of the screen. All right, perfect. So if we zoom in, one of the nice things in this version is how you can, so that's us right there, and this is the runway 08 left. Yeah, I love Navigraph 8. It's just excellent.
maintain FlyDubai 240.
All right, let's go ahead. So our parking brake is set. Let's set 4.75 trim.
Peacock 1, departure, flight plan route, flight level 240.
All right, that's 4.75.
3620.
And everything is good. Excellent.
509.
Cathay 509, report fan ready to start.
Cathay 509.
There we go. The aircraft is now being connected and lifted.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, folks, we are ready to go, and we are good to start our engines now. So we are going to release the parking brake. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Excellent, and we have clearance to start our engines, so we are going to come here and turn off the left pack, and we're going to go to ground. And now we can see the engines are spooling.
FedEx 5154, runway 16 right, clear to Romeo, Kilo, Sierra, India, via Tesla 7 departure, enter transition.
Check this out, guys. What a beautiful view here, the wing view. And by the way, in the latest release from X-Plane, they have significantly improved the clouds, and it actually is looking pretty good now.
NPAR transition, flight plan route.
All right, we can introduce fuel.
240, squawk 3263.
Now, if you're having issues with performance, one of the first recommendations I can give you is remove Sim Toolkit Pro plugin, because it is causing major issues for me. Looking very nice. Yeah, the Zibo is definitely looking very, very nice. Just look at that.
And delivery, Cathay 509.
So I've had issues with Sim Toolkit Pro. It causes a lot of stutters and performance issues. So it really needs to be sorted out. All right, so we have a good start on the first engine, and we're going to come up here. And to set this up, we're going to turn on the right pack on high, isolation valve closed, and we can now start the engine number 1, or the left engine. And you can see the engine is now spooling here. We're going to keep the cabin, conditioned air going to the cabin. And we are going to start the engines at about, just look at the cockpit, just beautiful cockpit, the Zibo. All right, 20% N2. And here comes the fuel. Very nice sounds as well. And the engine number 2 is now coming up. How do I then install the early access 3.0? So the 3.0, if you go, I've provided the link. If you type !aircraft, you'll get the link to the forum on the X-Plane org store. Scroll down towards the bottom of the screen and you should find the link. There are 2 folders. One is the X-Plane 11 folder and one X-Plane 12. Make sure that you go to the X-Plane 12 folder to get the latest. You need to download both the first file you see there, and you need the last file, which is the latest file, in order to have the.
121.6 FedEx 515.
Yeah, Delta Smith, how are you doing, my friend? And we have also, is it Zaid? Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Does we open the probe? What is it? Open a probe after pushback? Normally, the probe heat is started before taxi. So before you begin the taxi, you turn them on. All right, we have a good start. So let's set the parking brake. And we're going to come down here, up here to the control panel. We're going to turn on our engine selectors, go to continuous. There is a Qatar Airways. They're heading, looks like taking off. And then we're going to come here and put the pack on auto, isolation valve to auto, the right pack on auto. We're going to turn on both engine bleeds. The APU bleed goes off We're gonna make sure the yaw damper is on, and we can turn off the APU. Excellent. All right, and we're gonna set flaps 1, 2, and flaps 5. And here are the flaps.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Thank you very much for your service. And flaps 5 are now set, and we are ready to go. So far, what do you guys think of X-Plane 12? I think it looks great. I absolutely adore X-Plane 12, and I'm very happy with the recent update they've done. But some plugins may need update from the developers, and so having them may cause some issues in the sim. And we have with us Prasad. Hello, Prasad. Welcome aboard.
Flight plan route up to 230 and squawking 6124.
Thank you very much, Prasad. And we have also Pixel IFR. Do you use Volanta or SimToolkit Pro? I'm using Volanta Pixel IFR. We have you joining us from the Twitch channel. Welcome, my friend. I am using Volanta because there are some issues with SimToolkit Pro in X-Plane 12. So it causes stutters and some performance issues as well. So I decided to start using Volanta now until those issues are fixed, or maybe when there is a compatible version with X-Plane 12. Stock default X-Plane, any mods besides the airport and Zibo? Nothing at all, Adam. That's the only thing. The Zibo and the airport. Runway turn-off lights, taxi lights are on. And let's see here. Wing lights we can leave for the time being. And probe heat can go on. And we are pretty much ready to go. Full up, full down, full left, full right, neutral, pedal, full left, full right, and the before taxi checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake and head over to the runway. All right, here we go. Give it some power, and off we go.
Good morning, FH523, Norwich delivery, go ahead.
Look at those engines, guys.
FH523, clear to Fukuoka Airport via Seto.
Very, very nice. Very nicely modeled aircraft. Very well textured. Just really a phenomenal 737 for a flight simulation. We have Cornelis Nimbus. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Alright, here we go. And let me make sure that we have in the config, we have the hardware. There we go. We have this on yaw. Excellent.
Request clearance back to Taipei F. Final 380 with Juliet parking.
All right, and we're going to take the taxiway to runway 08 left. Here is taxiway Whiskey.
Clearance back to Taipei via Peacock 1 departure runway 16 right by plane route. Initial climb final 240 spark 3620 Dynasty 107. Yeah, fully ready on Dynasty 107.
Dynasty 107 ready, contact ramp control 101.75.
1175 Dynasty.
Just look at that view.
Good morning.
All right, let's not get carried too much away with those views. All right, so I know a lot of you guys, I'm sure that you're awaiting, what's up with the RGT ATC? It's because, you know, you select Asia, and it's kind of, if it doesn't find something for, you know, the current airport starts playing random files. I know many of you guys have been asking me whether I'm going to take a look at the EJet 175 for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the answer is yes, guys. I am going to take a look at it, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm going to approach it. how I'm going to approach my first look at the aircraft, since it is in early access. And if it is in early access, it is not really going to be a review, but I'm going to take a look at it in exactly the same way I do my reviews, and I will state what would be my expectations upon release of the aircraft. So for example, we're going to take a look at the 3D modeling and the texturing, and where it fails to impress, I'm going to say exactly what I think it should be when the aircraft is actually released for the public. Jack, hello Jack, welcome aboard. My X-plane textures are blurry. Do you know why? Do you have your settings, any of your settings below the max for anti-aliasing, for example? Not anti-aliasing, beg your pardon, your texture resolution. If your texture resolution is anything below max, you will more than likely get the blurry textures. So that's one of the reasons why you'll get those blurry textures. I really like this airport by Thai models. Yeah. Look at it, guys. This is just really phenomenal. I love it. The sounds, the model, everything is done so well on this Zibo. Where's the airport from, please? The airport is available both on the X-Plane org store, so you can find it there. Just type OOMS in the search box at the X-Plane org store and you should be able to find it there. Or you can simply type iScenery and you'll be able to get the links to both airports, Muscat and Dubai. Both are available in chat command. You're getting too much flickering? I definitely am not getting the flickering here on my screen. I'm not sure what's going on with the stream, if it's flickering, but it shouldn't.
ETCG at 0051, runway 16 right.
Hello, Bo. Welcome aboard, my friend. Duncan. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. I bought X-Plane 12 yesterday, and I have to say, it gets bad rep. I think X-Plane is absolutely magnificent, especially night lighting. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is just excellent. Thank you very much, Carl. I didn't know you were here. Welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching runway 08 left for departure here out of Muscat International. So we are going to turn on the auto throttle. We're going to turn on our landing lights and the strobe lights, wing lights. All right, so we've notified cabin crew, and we are ready to go. Excellent.
Okay, the cabin is secure. Have a good flight.
All right, thank you very much. So cabin is secure. Here is 08 left, and we are ready to go, folks. I love the texture work on this Thai model airport, and we are lined up, runway 08 left, and we are cleared for takeoff. Let's bring the power to 40% and 1, and at 40% we're going to push toga. Listen to those engine sounds. Airspeed alive. 80 knots check. B1, rotate.
Takeoff 1 departure, flight plan route. Climb maintain flight level 240.
gear going up. There we go. And flyby.
Estimated time of departure.
USA 509 you are under departure time, airborne time around 0040.
Look at that wing flex.
509 copy. And we will call you,
How beautiful. What a lovely departure out of Muscat International Airport in Oman.
Ready to start up.
Right, let's not get too carried away with our views here. About 10-degree pitch is suitable. Let's begin our turn. And VNAV.
Expresswing 601 delivery, go ahead.
Speed check, flaps 1.
Request ATC Thailand to Bangkok Dong level 400 Fox 88 information Julia.
Speed check, flaps up.
Runway 16 right, clear to Bangkok Airport via Zibo
VNAV.
flight plan route. Maintain flight level 240. Stroke 37.
Auto brake disarmed.
Second the Fox 3 Expressway 601.
Stroke 3756.
All right, and Command A engaged.
Takeoff 1 departure flight plan route. Climb and maintain flight level 240 Fox 3756 Expressway 601.
Just look at this beautiful view of the engine and the wing as we depart Oman, heading over to heading over to Dubai.
Go ahead, 71.
Again, good look here at the clouds in this version of X-Plane, which is 12.01. I believe this is released, by the way. This is the release version of 2.01. A little bit of turbulence here as we depart. Alright, let's come here and we are going to select, let's go fly direct to... Let's see, I'm gonna go to Maxim and execute. I'm gonna fly direct to Maxim. Excellent. And we can put the engine mode selectors to the off position. Asla Fisher, it was born in Muscat. Oh, how cool is that? Where did you get the chatter from, please? It's ATC chatter. It's a plugin. All right, we're approaching 10,000 feet, so the landing lights can go off. Runway turn-off lights and taxi are off as well. Everything else, wing lights can go off as well. And everything else is looking in tip-top shape. We are now at 10,000 feet. And as you can see, it's a beautiful view here out of the cockpit window as we head over to Dubai. You can increase the range. You can put in the climb profile here as well, and we can bring up the terrain page. Right, terrain here, and we'll put the weather on the other side. And all's looking good. There's the terrain window now operating. And by the way, you need terrain radar plugin for the terrain to work with this aircraft. I think the LNAV is better made in PMDG. Questionable, but I take your point. Yeah, that's exactly my thought, Carl. The Zibo, by again account of real-world pilots, the Zibo is very accurate aircraft. Its performance data, the way it flies, is extremely accurate. So I don't think the yeah, definitely, Carl. Zibo is just great. Yeah, he's just great. All right, we are at the transition altitude, 13,000 feet over in Oman. And here's, ladies and gentlemen, a look at the external view. And you can see how the clouds are depicted now in X-Plane. This is X-Plane 12.01. And it looks awesome. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. I'm there. I'm totally with you there, Carl. PMDG is great, guys. What is OOMS? That is Muscat International Airport. AKP, I have removed those commands, so the new command is exclamation scenery to get both links. Any ortho yet, or is that default ground scenery? All default. There is some orthos as we approach the UAE inside the Emirati airspace. You'll be able to see the orthos. There it comes with the scenery. So we can expect some orthos as we get there. But so far everything has been default, other than the airports and the. And this free mod, everything else is default. Right, we're looking good. And if we look here now, if we go to the FMC and we go to the climb profile, 36 nautical miles approximately, 39 nautical miles for top of climb. And everything's looking cool. Excellent. I do like the I do like the new improvements made in X-Plane 12, and it goes back to what we've discussed before, guys, is that it needs time. The sim is going to need some time, and yeah, I'm there with you. I'm there with you, Carl.
3407, altitude 3,000 feet, heading 110.
Squawk 347, altitude
FS Aviation.
Cata
202, say again your squawk slowly.
Squawk 3407.
Cata 202,
I'm currently flying the Tolos A320neo. I'm in love. Yeah, it is an excellent. Are you flying the the A321? So you have it with the mod. It's an excellent aircraft. Excellent aircraft. Thank you very much, Carl. Appreciate it, Carl. Captain Oatmeal. Afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing your year's going great. Well, the day is definitely going great. I hope it is the same for you, and I hope all your days in 2023 are just as good as your best day.
617, good.
All right, so we are at 25. We are at 20,000 for. We are 2425, about 5,000 feet to go, and everything is looking good. I was wondering if you guys have seen the new alerts, and what do you think of them? I've made some changes there, so I hope you like the new alerts more than the previous ones, which were kind of default. So I am making a little bit of changes here and there. You'll also notice that the banners on Twitter and Twitch have changed as well. I'm unable to change the banner on YouTube for some reason. But yeah, I've made some changes, so you guys let me know if you like them. Q8, have you heard about the A320neo from Tolos? Yes, sir. I've tweeted this. I've actually learned about it from Laminar. So Laminar had a tweet about it, so I retweeted that because I felt like, whoa, wow, something else from Tolos. And I'll tell you guys, Tolos is actually an excellent company when it comes to their add-ons. And we have JD Brown just came in with a $10 super chat. Good question, Kuwait pilot. Do you know any details about the China Eastern S53 was deliberately smashed Delivery smashed the side of the mountain. XB7 says this is plausible, but what do you think? Source ABC News. I have no clue. I really don't know. It is a plausible conclusion, but I don't know. Thank you very much for your super chat there of 10 US dollars. I appreciate it.
Ready to copy your 141. Airfield 141 is clear to Ilo via Verde.
And it doesn't seem that I've actually gotten anything on the screen. Not sure why. I need to figure out what's going on with the alerts there. Will the 320neo make the other towless planes cheaper? I don't know, but I don't think so. The A320, so it's a completely new aircraft, but I don't see how it's going to change the price of the other ones. Matt Franson, hello, my friend. Thank you very much for your 100 SEK in Super Chat. Thank you very much. Very kind of you, sir. Appreciate your support. Yeah, there was no toast for the Super Chat in either channel. That's strange. That's very strange.
That's gonna go.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Let me try to... Let's see. Maybe we'll get it now. I don't know. Swedish Coroner, isn't that it? Yeah, thank you very much, guys, for your super chats today. I'm not sure what is... why we're not getting the alerts today, but I'll figure this out for sure. But thank you very much. I really appreciate it, guys. Did they fix the crazy turbulence in the cloud itself? This is the main reason that I'm afraid to fly explain. I haven't really had that issue, but yeah, I haven't had any issues with it so far. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here real quick at the FMC, guys, because the top of descent is not too far from now. 55 nautical miles, a good time to start setting up our aircraft. Let me reduce the brightness here a little bit. It's kind of, yeah, I think that's much better. All right, so we are going to go to the approach reference, and as you can see, we are going to be doing flaps 30. 149 plus 5 is 154, so 30 and 154, and we're going to enter that here. Excellent. The ILS frequency for 12 right in Dubai is 109.5. So we're going to come here and set 109.5. 109.5 is set, and 109.5 is set on the first officer's side. Everything is checked here, and the approach course is 119. All right, let's do that here on the captain's side. 119. 119. And 119 and 119 over here. Oh, just passed it there. I'm starting to look at chat and do this. I think we need some lights here. It's a bit getting, it's kind of getting dark a little bit. So let me just bring up some lights and the main panel lights. Background light. There we go. I think that's much better. All right. So we can, by the way, turn this off now. All right. So now we have everything configured. We have our flaps. We have the ILS frequencies all set up. And now we need to reset the MCP altitude. And if you go and look at Dubai, the approach, the final or the initial approach altitude is 3,000 feet. So we're going to reset the MCP altitude to 3,000 feet, which is now set. And top of descent is in about 40 nautical miles. Kiddick Pharma, hello my friend. It's been 2 betas yet after the release, but still no mention about Airbus and Boeing correct MCDU. Does that mean it's very far? Well, I don't know. I mean, it's very difficult to say, really, Varma.
468 cleared in Chengdu, Cabanatuan, November 884.
So I really don't know if it's far or I'm sure it's in the works, but I don't know. Weather radar works in Zibo. Yeah, the weather radar should work in Zibo because it actually gets it from the terrain radar plugin. So it's not actually native to the aircraft. It uses terrain radar, which also has the weather, and so it will work in there for sure. Top descent 32 nautical miles. Here is a look at the outside or the wing view. As you can see, we are flying over the Persian Gulf now and flying north towards the United Arab Emirates. Very nice texturing on the Zibo. Here's a look at the outside. And here's a flyby.
Ready to copy, Airfield 2777.
All right, we are looking good. And top of descent in a few nautical miles. We'll begin the descent towards... by the way, we never announced to our passengers level off. So let's do that now.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, seatbelt signs off. You are free to move about. Please remember while singing to keep your seatbelts fastened. We'll update you once we start our descent. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us.
All right, so we can come here actually and allow them to wander around for a few minutes there. Maybe some passengers need to use the lavatory, so we'll let them do that before we begin the descent. If you fly Zibo, you should have to fly Ryanair. See, one thing about Tolis, guys, the thought that I was talking about earlier, Tolis is a great company in terms of their add-ons. And they haven't released that many add-ons over the years. They've released very few. As a matter of fact, they've released the A319, followed by the A321, and then the A340, and now they're going for the A320neo. What I'd like to say about Tolis is that the add-on, in terms of the realism, the fidelity, I think they produce add-ons that very accurately resemble the performance data of Airbus. And if you watch V1 simulations, he actually runs tests. He compares the Tolis with the flight factor, and he actually also compares the Tolis with the real life. He's done real tests. He's a real-world Airbus pilot, so he actually did the performance test by recording performance data from the aircraft when he was flying, and then compared it to the Tolis, and they are pretty much exactly the same. So he attests to the accuracy of the Tolis aircraft in terms of performance, and the same thing goes for all of them, all the three Tolis aircraft. So they are known for creating very in-depth systems for their add-ons. Where they lack, however, I think is in the both texturing department and the sound department. I know we have several add-ons to there are several add-ons to address those issues, but their add-ons are not cheap. And for the price you pay, for example, for the A340, you'll expect to have, you know, a very well-polished aircraft in terms of its sounds, in terms of its textures, and that is not the case with Tolis, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm with you there, Carl, on the processor there. In the Intel 13900K today is the better processor for gaming in general, but by the way, not the better processor for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but for everything else it is better. So yeah. there is a little bit of performance difference only with Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you look at the benchmark test, it outperforms its counterpart by a long shot in just about all games except Microsoft Flight Simulator.
FH523 navigator.
APC 523 to Fukuoka, flight level 340, spot 421.
FH523 Roger, clear to Fukuoka Airport via Tetra 6 departure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have now begun the automatic descent towards Dubai International Airport. And as we can see, we are descending. We are going to need our the weather information. We're obviously not where we are here, so if I click on that, that's us right there. And we are now descending towards Dubai. There you go. That's us. And we're going to need the weather, so let's go and remove Navigraph. And we're going to go to flight brief. We're going to go to the weather information. And the weather at Dubai is 060, 10 knot wind. Ooh, that's a bit excessive. Current visibility, cloud and visibility okay. Current temperature is 20, pretty pleasant. And the altimeter is 1021. No significant change in the next couple of hours. So we are good there in terms of the weather. And we continue our descent now towards Dubai. Let's go ahead and notify our passengers.
From the flight deck, we're about to begin our descent. Please return your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. It's been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight.
Firstman 601, your departure runway 34 left due to traffic. The contact ground control 121.75 today.
By the way, folks, the plugins I'm using is ATC Chatter. Just for those of you wondering where I get this ATC Chatter from, it's called ATC Chatter. It's a nice little program here that you can use. Emirates Center, we can use actually this one here now. Not sure why. Doesn't allow me to change the frequency. Alright, so that's what I'm using for the ATC Chatter. I'm also using XP Realistic. I'm using Avitab, Better Pushback, SAM, Traffic Global for the AI Traffic, X Camera, Terrain Radar, and of course we're using the 737-800, which is the Zibo mod.
Philippine 431 taxiable waiting cleared.
Where is the copy? 431.
Philippine 431 cleared to Manila Airport via Papa 5 departure flight
15,000 for 3,000. We're looking good. At 13,000, we're going to change the barometer to 1021. Actually, it's starting to show us now, so we're going to go to 1021 on both sides, first officer and captain sides. And we are looking good. Here we are entering into Emirati airspace now. Okay, that's the beginning of the SID, of the, beg your pardon, of the star into Dubai International. You can see the speed reducing. Again, very well managed VNAV and LNAV by the Zibo. It follows everything. The calculations done are just simply outstanding. Speed check. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And we've got with us, ladies and gentlemen, Rand Cooley is in the house. Welcome aboard. Diego, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hey there, Alex. Welcome aboard. No worries, my friend. Ah, Mama. You were talking to Mama. That's more important than anything, man. So yeah. Family always comes first. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the terrain radar here so for better visibility. And we can leave this here for the time being. And if we go to our flight plan, and just decrease this here so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, so we're going to just step through and make sure there isn't anything out of the ordinary, which I don't see. It's looking good, and that's the runway, so we are good there. All right, excellent. We're going to switch back to map, and we're going to put this on 40 nautical miles. We are looking good. Speed is good. And here's a look at the outside. And as soon as we pass the mountains, you'll be able to see the orthos for the UAE. But actually, this doesn't look bad. I mean, it's okay. It's not photoreal, but it's not bad. It does the job. Hello there, Badger. Welcome aboard. Super 6 Bravo. Welcome aboard, my friend. Loving the stream Q8. Glad you still stream X-Plane despite the scenery. It is still an amazing sim. Absolutely there, Super 6 Bravo. I really like it a lot. It's just really an excellent sim with excellent add-ons. Superb, I would say. Superb. That's the word. Yeah. We continue the descent now. We are, it looks like there is a restriction here at 12,000.
Japan 827. Japan 827 narrator delivery. Japan 827, Dairen, flight level 400, gate 81.
They're looking good. All right, so we're approaching it again. You can see here at TD 11,000 we are close, so that tells you that all the calculations done by the flight management computer is spot on, and that's actually one of the things I really like about Zibo. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put this on auto. And auto for the fasten seat belts, and once we actually let's go ahead and turn it on. That's fine. if you leave it on auto, it will begin it will turn on automatically once you go to flaps 1, so it's actually tied to the flaps. Let's listen to the Nightbot people. Smash that like button. Thank you very much, Alice. Appreciate it. Diego, Q8R, happy with upcoming A320neo from Tolis, or do you expect another aircraft? I'm actually very excited about anything that comes out for flight sim. So the Tolis A320neo is definitely something I look forward to. And the thing is, It has to be this time around. Tolis has got to work very well on the sounds and on the textures, because this time around, if they don't, seriously, I'm going to go really hard on my review. The reason being, we have a freeware A320neo in Microsoft Flight Simulator that is absolutely perfect. So they are up against a very tough contender this time around, and I do my expectations are very high in terms of everything: systems, the electronic flight bag, the usability and the user functionality, the depth of system simulation, the sounds, the textures, the model, so the price again. So all of that is, yeah, we are on the latest Zibo and the latest XP both. That's correct. So yeah, my expectations are very high, and I hope that they do something different this time. to their A320, and once they do that, they should go back and upgrade their existing aircraft as well. I know there are add-ons to enhance them, and they probably is a different business altogether, developing add-ons for the add-ons. But yeah, my expectations are quite high. Yeah, the Tolos has an EFB now, and it's actually a good one. I agree with that, Q8. On the Neo, the FBW is just getting better and better. I mean, the normal ops, it's almost there. Yes, that is right. Yes, Adam, I agree with you there on the Tolos A321. Absolutely. It's just great. All right, I'm going to switch here to the outside view. We are approaching 10,000 feet, so first let's turn on the landing lights. And we can switch here. Now we can see the orthos here ahead of us. As we go there, you can see the clear line here, the distinction. So, yeah, so we're definitely approaching Dubai now. And things are looking good. We'll take a look at the outside once we are over the orthos once more before our landing into Dubai International. And I am preparing for you guys a video. I'm not sure if I will be releasing it tomorrow or the day after, but I'm preparing a special video. I hope that you guys like it. I know you guys like that kind of videos, so hence I'm going to do it. And you'll probably find some surprising things in that video, but nonetheless, I felt very inspired to do it, so I started working on it earlier today, and hopefully it'll be done, editing will be done by tomorrow, and then I will release it either tomorrow evening or Saturday, depending on how much time I get to finalize the editing. So we'll see. Super 6 Bravo, FF need to release an IA engine for their A320. Flight Factor needs to work seriously on the textures of the A320 in X-Plane 12 because it looks absolutely crap. Sorry for the lack of a better term. It's just really hideous. The textures are very, very bad. So they need to work on it. And you can see the Zibo, being a freeware mod, actually looks very nice in X-Plane 12. It doesn't look like, the texturing is still looks very good in this in X-Plane 12. So good job there by Zibo. But some of the add-ons I've seen are just really terrible. They definitely need to get their acting gear, yeah. So. But Flight Factor, by the way, overall, guys, is an excellent company. I know that they are a publisher for the most part, and they have others developing. But personally, for me, I've enjoyed their add-ons. I think their 767, the 767-400ER, is probably one of the most advanced in terms of system simulation. And I really can't wait for the 777 version 2 to come out. So a lot to expect from Flight Factor in the coming days. So yeah, I do like their products so far. I know they have come under a lot of criticism with the Flight Factor, including mine. But yeah, it's bad. There is no other word to describe it. It's really bad. I mean, they have to fix the textures. What puzzles me is that if you look at the textures in the 757, the 767, it's just really very good. So I'm not really sure why the textures are so bad in their A320. They need to fix the A350, the A350 as well, yeah. Right, let's take a look here at the outside, and here, ladies and gentlemen, you can see this beautiful FlyDubai 737 flying over the United Arab Emirates in ortho photos. For those of you who are you know, fond of ortho photos, this is, ladies and gentlemen, X-Plane 12 with ortho photos, and I am happy to tell you that this looks absolutely outstanding. Yeah. There you go. Look at that wing view, the sky colors, the clouds. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at this view. I mean, what more could we ask for? Looks absolutely great. Yeah. So I think X-Plane 12, although it is not in Laminar's long-term strategy or vision to in any way, shape, or form introduce satellite imagery into the sim, I think there is a very good alternative, which is ortho photos, and it is absolutely free of charge. Are your landing lights still on? Well, the landing lights are on because we are below 10,000 feet, so the landing lights are on. Yes, Martin. How are you doing, Martin? I hope you are okay. Yeah. So the landing lights are normally on below 10,000 feet. So I just turned them on after we reached about 10,500. So you turn them on. So yeah, I think overall this looks very nice, guys. So yeah, I think, you know, with Ortho 4XP, the fact that it's actually free of charge and that you can create it for any part of the world is a good alternative for what, you know, Laminar offers in the sim. If you don't like, you know, if you don't like to fly over their plausible representation of the world, there's always that alternative, which is Ortho Photos. And you're fine, Alex. No worries, my friend. It is, though, they said they would add satellite imagery in their latest live stream, I believe. I don't know. They might. And it shouldn't be, by the way, a very difficult thing to do. Just again, here's ortho photos for you over the United Arab Emirates, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are flying over the Burj Khalifa in the Emirati, in Dubai. By the way, Abu Dhabi is somewhere over there. So if we fly left, if we go left and continue, we'll reach Abu Dhabi in about 5 or 10 minutes. But yeah. Here we go, and that is the airport right there. And we are looking good, ladies and gentlemen, almost there now at our destination. Hi friends from Madrid. Hello there, Antonio Crespo. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Plus, Anthony says, plus vertical sim has great ortho for the USA. Yeah, absolutely. It's all free. Fork Boy, it's got ortho photos that you can download for the entire United States. I think that's what you're referring to, isn't it? And here is the wing view over the city of Dubai as we approach from the seaside. So we're going to go and make a right turn towards the airport. And the scenery here, by the way, is that of Thai models again. So both sceneries, and that's Burj Al Arab Hotel. Again, one of the most famous and most expensive hotels in the world. Burj Al Arab, very, very expensive, but it's worth it. For one night, you go there and you just, you know, experience the luxury of a 5 or 6, 7 star hotel. I don't know what the rating is. It can be 5. It has to be more than 5. But you do it for one night. I think it's okay for you to go through that experience. Treat yourself to something nice. Did you make it using Ortho4XP or using the mesh? So for this scenery, I'm using whatever comes with the actual airport. What good scenery is there for Europe like this? London Heathrow is excellent. That's for one. Again, by the way, London Heathrow by Thai Models is absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommended. Thai is a great guy, by the way, and it's the name of the company belongs to the developer. His name is Thai, and the scenery that he creates are just amazing. Really, really good. So I like all his scenery so far. They're all very high fidelity, very good. Thai has come a long way, absolutely. He's really developing excellent stuff. I think it was a 7-star. I think it's still probably a 7-star. Very good hotel. I like the hotels in the UAE. I think they've got some of the best hotels in the world. I like Grosvenor's House the most probably when I'm in Dubai. But I don't mind trying other things as well. But Grosvenor House is my absolute favorite. All right, we are at 6,000 feet. That is a restriction that we have here, folks, as you can see. And then we are going to begin the descent shortly through the Rarick transition over to runway 12 right. We are all configured. The decel point is right ahead of us now. And that's Rarick. That's for transition into Dubai. And if we look here, as you can see, we are flying away from the UAE, and then we're going to make the right turn and head back over to the airport. That's just how the star is set up. So yeah, all is looking good. I really like the wing views there, and I like the wing flex on the Zibo. I think it's done really well. Right, so we are almost at our destination now, and we should be in Dubai in just a few minutes from now. David Highland, hello my friend, welcome aboard. Q8, can you quick explain how to do a Salcal check? Not sure. May I know what you use for the sky shades color? I'm not using anything. That's X-Plane default. Burj Al Arab is known as 7-star, but officially it is a 5-star. I see you, Sama. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
UPS 116, that's everybody. Go ahead.
All right.
116, stand 221, Information Hotel, fully ready for push.
UPS 116, present on the ground control.
Right, everything's looking good here. Let's go to 10 nautical miles.
175,
All right, now for our approach, we're going to set the auto brakes to 2. We're going to arm the speed brakes. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Speed brakes are armed. Just look at that view. One of the things I don't like in X-Plane is those star lights. So I hope they fix this with time, because they look highly unrealistic. I do like the lights a lot in Microsoft Flight Simulator. They look just outstanding. Right, we begin our turn now back towards Dubai International Airport, and hopefully we don't encounter aircraft on the runway. Because I am using Traffic Global by Just Flight. Selcal has to do with VATSIM. Sam is not. Oh, I see. Thanks, Rand. Every setting on maximum? Not all my settings are on maximum. All right, there we go, and here's our turn. Again, you can see here there is a TD again, which is the top of descent from the restriction of 6,000 feet. So we'll begin going to 3,000 in just a few moments here. All right, we are looking good. I'm going to go ahead and set the engine mode selectors to continuous. And we're going to turn on the runway turn-off lights and taxi lights, wing lights. And we are ready, so we are going to notify cabin crew.
Prepare the cabin for landing.
504 entry clearance available.
All right, so cabin crew now will prepare us for landing into Dubai, and you will notice that we will begin the descent once again just in a few seconds here. There you go. As you can see, we've hit the top of descent again, so we are descending once more towards Dubai, and the airport is now ahead of us. And we need to be at 3,000 feet, which is the initial approach altitude into Dubai. We are fully configured now, so we've got we need our flaps and the landing gear, and we need to engage approach for the arrival. All right, perfect. Everything's looking good, and we have Chris. Hello, Chris. Welcome aboard. We're glad to have you with us. And Casper, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Has the last beta update brought some noticeable differences? Yes, it has. It looks the clouds have improved. Performance looks good. The sim overall is a lot more stable, but mainly the clouds look very good now. No problems there with the clouds. Yeah, the cockpit still looks a little bit dark. Hey, Lewis Barnes, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. They look a little bit dark and sometimes a little blurry. I do agree there, but the Zibo looks pretty good here, as you can see. Again, with the sunlight, you can see the shadows here, the reflections of the panel. Again, not 100% in my view, but looks very, very good. I love it. I just love it. All right, here we go, and I can see the airport ahead of me now. We are descending, and we are almost... All right, so what we're going to do now, folks, we are approaching the ILS here. So what we're going to do is we are going to start reducing our speed. So flaps 5. So we're going to descend to about 180 knots. Okay, the aircraft should manage that for us. And everything is set here, and we're going to go ahead and engage approach. Approach is engaged. We can see single channel. I'm going to go ahead and go to vertical speed and reduce the speed here to... Let me just reduce the speed here manually. The final approach speed is let's see here, 154. Right.
2561.
2561, Airbus 338, that's 7.
Alright, that's 3,000 feet.
Oscar, QNH 998, request clearance to Amman, flight level 360.
Confirm parking position.
Parking at gate 72.
Right, we're going to reduce 160.
1 clear to Amman via Wafra Lima 550, initial level 220, and your stroke 1453, expecting runway 33 for departure.
Allow the copy of Kuwaiti 561, clear destination Amman, Wafra Lima 550, initially flight level 220, and 1453 on the squawk, Kuwaiti.
Alright, we can see the ILS, the glide slope needle coming down.
Call you start push, Kuwaiti 561, cool.
Close enough. Let's go ahead and lower the landing gear. Landing gear is coming down. Speed check, flaps 15.
We are stand 138 with information India, request clearance to Hyderabad, flight level 350.
Roger, 01403, HC clear to your destination, inshallah, via Sistru, Mike 677 wrap up, climb elevation level 150, squad code 1412.
Destination via Cicero, Mike 6.
Right, we're getting lined up now with the runway.
01403, the back is correct. Next call, when you're ready for sharp, inshallah, please be left.
Right, we're going to maintain flaps 15 for the time being. Yeah, it is an Arabic ATC. Right, we're looking good. Descending on the glide slope and the localizer. And we're going to go ahead and reduce our speed to 154 knots, which is the final approach speed. Speed check, flaps 25. We're looking good. Speed check and flaps 30. A little bit of a crosswind there. We had about 10 knot wind there as we arrive. It looks like there's an aircraft on the runway there. And again, as usual, we are going to disconnect the autopilot at about 1,000 feet. And everything here is looking good. Engines to continuous, landing lights are on, and flaps 30. Everything is looking good. Perfect.
Feet.
All right, 1,000 feet. Let's go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. Autopilot disconnected, and auto throttle disconnected as well. My aircraft. That's some serious wind there.
400. 300.
Gonna do 671, to Lampo by Max 758.
200.
Heading 022, looking 4,000 feet, 0413.
Do the
100.
to Kuala Lumpur via the
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dubai International Airport. Reversers are out. 80 knots, manual braking. All right, and we have made it safely here. And let's go ahead and turn this taxiway here and find a suitable spot to park the aircraft. Woo! Very nice. Really enjoyed the flight here to Dubai today, and it was definitely fun. Yeah. We'll take a look, of course. A look at our replay. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate it. Thank you, Badger. Thanks, Rand. Thank you, guys. Don, thank you very much. I think, by the way, the landing rate, we can get it from Volanta here. Let's see here. 242 FPM at 141 knots. Not bad. It's all right. I'll take it. Can begin retracting the flaps. Very nice rendition of Dubai International by Thai Models. And I think we can park here at any of these. Let's go and park next to that A380 right there. We can turn off the landing lights, and we can leave those. This goes back to the off position, and the strobes go back to steady. Wing lights can go off, and everything else is looking pretty good. Yeah, look at those A380s right there.
To Lumpur, YMX 5, correction 758, radar to departure, heading 022, 4000 initially, squawk 2157,
You know what, guys? Let's just go and park right there. That should work, yeah. It's close enough to the A380s.
Clear delivery, good morning, this is Philippine Port C1.
Right, so go to stand Alpha 4.
Request clearance by voice, standing by CPTS by...
And we'll take a look at the replay.
Fully ready,
Standby ground.
That looks like also an A380 stand there. All right. Too far. That's okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. And to do this, we're just going to say toggle replay. And let's see here. I think that's good. Let's hit play.
Delivery, we have received our...
That is a really nice sight of the Zibo 737 approaching Dubai International. Look at the sky color here in this specific situation here. It looks really, really good, guys.
We need a reply via data link. Give me reply via data link, please.
We already have.
Roger, depend on the speaker, standby 1.
And here is a tower view of the beautiful 737 coming to land here at Dubai International.
Good morning, thank you.
Look at that, guys. Just really beautiful sight of this beautiful plane.
Good morning, Vietnam 301.
Morning, Vietnam 301 delivery. Go ahead.
Vietnam 301 is 1023.
Look at that.
Vietnam 301, contact ramp control 121-6.
Ramp control 116, Vietnam 301.
And here we go.
Bay number 8 with information Alpha, request using units of Atlantic flight level 330.
Red 781, clearance on request, standby.
Standby for 781.
Lovely. Just really lovely. All right, let's do this one more time. And this time around, we'll take a look at that. Again, gives you a good view at the airport as well. And you can see all the buildings there. Very nice rendition of the airport. Yeah. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty cool.
ED300, clear center bus standby.
I thought that was really a very pleasant flight to Dubai. Can you showcase some clouds? Yeah, we can do that for sure. Thank you very much. We have also with us from Twitch, Nikos. Nikos, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being on Twitch as well. Or are you on YouTube? Sorry, you are on YouTube. I thought you were on Twitch for some reason. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I'm very glad that you enjoyed this landing. Kuwait, the best flight streamer ever. Been using your tutorials and watching your videos since 2017. You are my main to go for simming. Oh, thank you very much, Chris. That's I'm most humbled. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate your kind comments there. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Are the FPS drops fixed when changing views? It is fixed, yes, for the most part. I discovered another flight from ISA to EDDH while watching your stream. Thank you. Well, you're most welcome, Flight Vision. So yeah, I think you guys want me to show some clouds, so that's what I'm going to show you before we conclude. So let me remove the replay there, and here let me just show you guys here. We're going to go to the weather, and I'm going to go to customize, and I'm just saying manual weather, and I'm going to use a large cell thunderstorm, okay? And we're going to say apply, and now you can see the rain. Look at those clouds, guys. That looks really, really nice. I mean, look here. Again, not in every situation, so it does kind of look crappy a little bit here. But overall, I think they've improved the clouds. And as we go to the upper layers here, I think this actually looks pretty good. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's still a lot of filled grain, which they need to fix. But I think for the most part, during nighttime, it gets really bad. But during the... yeah, sometimes it looks good. Again, in this particular situation, I don't think it looks that great. Much better in closer proximity, though. But yeah, that's how things would look like if it was raining. And we can change the time of day here a little bit. Here, I mean, this actually looks pretty good. Look at that. Yeah. So there you have it. Those are the clouds. And we can come back here now and say download real weather and apply changes. And then we're back into live weather. So that's do you have any traffic add-on? Yes, William, I do have a traffic add-on, which is a global, Traffic Global from Just Flight. I've showed it earlier on the stream. This is a great scene with Burj Khalifa on the... Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just really great. Well, folks, this pretty much brings us to the conclusion of this live stream. I hope that you've enjoyed this live stream as much as I enjoyed streaming it for you. If you have any questions, as usual, please do post them in the comments section below. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you all very soon. Stay safe. And bye-bye for now.
Delivery, good morning, Orange Liner 621.
Orange Liner 621, delivery, go ahead.
Orange Liner 621, Kagoshima, flight level proposing 260, bay 151, requesting 34 right.
Orange Liner 621, standby runway assignment, clear to Kagoshima Airport via Beach 1 departure, flight plan route. Maintain flight level 200, squawk 4626.
Standing by for runway, clear to Kagoshima Airport via Beach 1 departure, flight plan route, level 200, squawk 462.